As part of the worldwide Shabbos project, started back in 2014 by Rabbi Dr. Warren Goldstein, the Chief Rabbi of South Africa. I would like to thank the following individuals for making tonight happen. Robbie Ebba, Golda Fried, Rena Goldman, Leora Meir, and of course, thank you to our dear sponsors, Dr. Bennett, Tova Lisker of TLC Wigs, Rivka Hazanovsky from RK Hosiery, Hayala Diamondstein of Petite Perfection, Sam and Beverly Goldberger of Town Variety, Seasons Wasserman Supermarket, Queens Jewish League, Bukhari Jewish League, and of course the DJ Yossi. Thank you for the music. Let's give him a round of applause. He's entertaining us tonight. And also, this is for Refuah Shalema of Chaim Sasson Ben Margalit, and Lil Nishmat, my husband's dear grandmother, Sonia Tzipora Bat Leo. Tonight, while we are preparing the challah, let's have in mind and pray for the safety and peace in Israel. Unfortunately, Hani Applebaum of Busy in Brooklyn wasn't able to make it tonight due to the flu. She sends her apologies and will make it up to the wonderful community in Queens, hopefully in the sometime future. She was kind enough to find the most amazing stand-in we could ever dream of. Come on, nothing is better than Naomi Nachman, who without any hesitation saved the day and stepped in for Hani. I love you, Naomi, you're the best. I've never met anybody more amazing than her. So for Naomi Nachman, cooking was always been a passion. In 2004, Naomi started her own cooking personal chef business, the Ossi Gourmet, and has since then wrote 2 successful cookbooks, Perfect for Pesach and Perfect Flavors. Woo! She's also recognized for hosting her widely popular kosher chopped competitions throughout the country. Naomi also maintains Sunny Side Up, her own cooking show on kosher.com, and hosts her own weekly food-related show, Table for Two by Naomi Nachman, at the Nachum Siegel Network. Additionally, Naomi authors a monthly column on food trends of the Mishpacha magazine and also contributing editor of the Jewish Home newspaper. Please help me welcome the one and only Naomi Nachman.
Hi everyone, how you all doing? So you wake up each day and you're like, it's going to be a great day, you should live and be well and have an action-packed day. I like to pack a lot into my day. And I knew I was doing a photo shoot, getting new headshots and stuff. And I knew I would get my hair and makeup done. And I'm like, what a waste, I've got nowhere to go. Hashem controls the world, let me tell you. 1 hour exactly later, I get a call from Hani. Naomi, you're so sick. Mama, she's so not feeling well. She goes, can you do a challah bake for me for Chazan in Victoria? I'm like, Victoria? No way. So I'm like, I got you covered. So I left my kid at home with the flu. That's what dads are for, right? He's not there. I came here to hang out with you. And tonight we're going to bake some amazing challah. We're going to party along for the great Shabbos project. All right, you ready to cook? Yeah. You heard the whole spiel about what I do, so I don't need to repeat. But I am selling my books here tonight, and the proceeds of the profits are going to Chazan. Okay, amazing. All right, so should we get started? We should go right into it. All right. Has anyone made challah before? Yeah. Okay, so has anyone not made challah before? Okay, we've got a few people. Okay, cool. I think it's also great to make challah together. It's just that power of women cooking together is just a beautiful thing. All right, so let's make challah. We're going to start off with our water. Okay, I'm a cooking teacher by nature. I teach a lot of cooking classes. Yes, you can put on your gloves. So I always tell kids when I do a cooking demo, Yeast is a live active ingredient. And there's also, I've been told you've got a paper here, but I'm going to break it down nice and slow. Yeast is a live active ingredient, so we want to make our yeast grow, right? It's alive, we want to feed it. What do we feed it with? Who knows? Sugar. And what will kill yeast and make it shrink and not rise the dough? Salt. And one other thing? Hot water. Trust me, when I first got married, I ended up making matzah instead of challah. I was so disappointed. I learned the hard way. It was delicious, but it was flat. Okay, so we're going to take 1 cup of water. Glug, 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 glug. You know, in Hebrew, a bottle is a bakbuk, right? Because when you pour water, the sound is bakbuk, 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 bakbuk. I'm serious. That's how they got the word bakbuk. I kid you not. Everyone got 8 ounces of water? Let me just make that is 1 bottle. Now we're going to add in, has everyone done it? We're going to add in our yeast into our water. What do you call this in America? Like a packet, right? Packet? You know what we call it in Australia? A sachet. 1 sachet of yeast goes in. Okay, sprinkle in your yeast. You actually don't have to mix it. I don't mix mine. And does it look like sand? Looks a bit like sand. Now you've got sugar. We're going to take 1/2 cup of sugar. Is yours measured out already, girl? No. No? So we've got, who donated these? That's very nice. Does everyone take these home? Because nobody wants to stay. Are these yours? You can't take them home? No? Oh, don't take them home. We need them for next year. So everyone take 1/2 cup of sugar. All right, show me your 1/2 cup. Everyone got their 1/2 cup? And we're gonna sprinkle it in 1/2 cup of sugar. When you make pizza dough or babka, has anyone ever made babka before? Yeah, we love babka. I have a great babka recipe in my book, which does not call for margarine, so it's a little bit on the healthier side. If you ignore the sugar, it's healthy. Okay. When you're up to water, sugar, and yeast, can you raise your hands? Okay. That will let me know if we should move on. Oh, nice. 2 hands. I like that. Lots of enthusiasm. If anyone can take a photo of me up here, that would be great and send it to me. Sorry? 1/2 cup of sugar. Yeah. Yeah. 1/2 cup of sugar. Thank you. How we doing? How we doing, girls? We good? Thumbs up, hands up if we're done. All right. Now, if you look inside your bowl, are you starting to see it like get a little bit frothy? Yes? Wave your hands if you see it frothy. This is going to be like a classic communication. Do you see it frothy and a little bit bubbly, a little bit? Look at your bowl. You have a question? No, you don't have to mix it. Do you even have a spoon? Do you have spoons? Oh, you have gloves. Okay. Because I don't have a spoon up here. We're doing okay? Is it getting frothy? A little bit bubbly? It takes about 5 minutes. Now, if the water is a little bit warm, no hotter than 110 degrees, it would get frothy faster. But this is room temperature water. Can you all say water like me? Go. Water. I can say it like you. Water. It's water. Water and yeast. Is that good? I thought that was good. Water and yeast. Okay. Is it doing a little something going on over here? Yeah, I'm getting a no. It just should look like initially when you put it in. When you initially put it in, it looked like sand, right? So if it's starting to dissolve a little bit, we're ready to move on. Now we're going to add in, I don't know what order you have it in, but we're going to do it in my order. Okay? Can we mix it up a little? Okay. Now we're going to add in 1/4 of a cup of oil. So now let's all measure our oil. We have measuring cups. I've got a few cups up here. In goes our oil, just like this. And I'm going to add in my flour. This is my pre-measured flour. Okay? So now you do your oil, your 1/4 of a cup of oil, and your 3 3/4 cups of flour. I think you can all add in your yeast now, the water, the oil and the flour. Even if it hasn't bubbled, it's good. Just go for it. It's good yeast. So everyone's waiting their turn for the oil, right? You're passing it around. And then we're adding in our flour. Once your oil and your flour is on, guys, are you ready? Put on your glove. You've got your glove on, and we're gonna mix it a little bit. Can you guys see what's going on in my pot? No, right? Question. I love questions. Salt goes in last because it is a yeast killer. I put it in, I mix it a little bit, and now once it's a little bit mixed in, I'm adding in my salt with. Okay, great. We're zooming in. Look at the screen. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add in 12 packets of salt. I don't know why they did it like that. Can I just say another cooking tip that's really important? Use kosher salt, not this iodized salt. Kosher salt is much better for cooking and for baking. It's less processed. It's actually less salty taste than this yeast. So use 2 teaspoons of kosher salt at home. Got it? Yes. Yes, Naomi, I get it. I love that. Good for you. In goes the salt. You did Robbie. So it's 12 packets, right? What? Is anyone starting to knead theirs into a nice bowl? Nice ball of dough? Is it coming together? This is not my recipe, but I see it's a really nice recipe. It's going really, really, really well. Just knead it nicely, form and shape, and while you are forming and shaping your dough, kneading is lisha, right? Guys, I just want to share something with you. Lisha means to knead, like lashon. So we're going to use our mouth while we knead lisha, lishon, and we're going to daven and think about all the things that we want. We're asking all the bakashot, refuah shalema and shidduchim. We're thinking about that where we knead our dough. We're using our lashon, Hashem. We're using it for refuah shalema. Just have this in mind. And speak to God while you are kneading the dough. Guys, look at this, ladies. Literally with no pressure, because one hand was holding the microphone. I kneaded dough. This was so easy. I'm completely blown away. There is not enough challah in here to make a bracha because it's less than 14 cups, which is 5 pounds. Under about 8 to 9 pounds of flour and up, you separate without a bracha, and after 14 cups, then you separate and make a bracha. And here you're just going to make one beautiful loaf. I like to make mine with 6 braids each loaf. When I have 2 loaves on my table, I'm getting 12 strands altogether, and each one strand represents one of the challahs on the mizbeach, on the lechem hapanim, on the mizbeach. So that's I always try to do. I mean 6 strands of each challah for my lechem. Does anyone need any help? Let me know. I'll come around.
have an amazing speaker. And just want to announce that whoever wants to stay, Naomi will do a very special demo from her cookbook, Perfect Flavors, which is for sale, and she's going to sign it for you. We can do that. I'm going to have Peninit and a few girls walk around and give you guys a special gift. Where's Peninit? They're going to walk around with a very special gift. Who heard about the Lashon Hara campaign? Who saw the viral video? Nice. So let me tell you about it. The Lashon Hara project took Israel by storm. Started in Israel by David Halpern and his family a few years ago to honor their father's memory and wish. The biggest Jewish celebrities all jumped in to promote this powerful message, quickly becoming a viral boomerang video which reached millions of people worldwide. It has raised awareness about the powerful message that Lashon Hara, evil speech, is damaging. Millions of bracelets were given out specifically to schools, which minimized bullying and shaming among the children. After a few more successful creative projects in Israel, it was clear they needed to bring it to the world. Next stop was the USA. Can we turn off the music? I feel like I'm singing. Can we turn off the music? Thank you. Okay. Awesome. Okay. This year, right before the high holidays, we released the English version of the boomerang. It included the top Jewish celebrities. The video, once again, went viral. And we hope to spread this message far and beyond, making it known worldwide. It starts with one person. It starts with each of you sitting here tonight. And I hope you will join me in spreading the message of peace, love, and unity. Wear your bracelets proudly. You're going to get them soon. Tonight, we're honored to have a very special powerhouse woman, Sivan Rahav Meir. Yes, let's give it up. I was lucky enough to meet her while producing the Lashon Hara project. She's an acclaimed media personality and lecturer. She lives in Jerusalem and is currently with her husband and 5 children on a shlichut, serving as the World Mizrahi Shlicha in North America, where she lectures in various communities. Sivan works for Israeli TV News, writes a column for Yediot Ahronon newspaper, and hosts a weekly radio show on Galei Zahav, Army Radio. Sivan lectures in Israel and oversees about the media, Judaism, and Zionism. She was voted by the Globe's newspaper as the most powerful female media personality in Israel, and by the Jerusalem Post as one of the 50 most influential Jews in the world. Wow, I'm in love already. Please help me welcome Sivan. Woo!
Thank you, Victoria. Toda rabbi. Good evening. Shalom. Almost Shabbat Shalom. Shalom. Gvirotai ugvirotai. Ladies, so many women here came and talked to me in Ivrit. אתם רוצות לדבר עברית? No, sorry. They told me to speak in English. Afterwards, you can come and chat in Ivrit. But we'll have a mixture here. Basically, it's really a pleasure to be here. Chazak organization, Shabbat project, and really Challah, Frashat Challah, all these beautiful things together. You know, in Israel, they always told us it's an international project. Every year they have this international Shabbat. But I don't think it's really international. For the first time, I'm here and I really see in New York and everywhere, it's alive, it's really happening. I want to talk about 2 very holy things we do here tonight together. One is, of course, Challah, and the second thing is Shabbat. when we had, the temple in Yerushalayim, when we had the Bet HaMikdash, we did it there. But since the destruction, since Chorban Bet HaMikdash, where is Bet HaMikdash? Where is the holiest place in the world? Where is the place we daven and we're as close to Hashem as we were there? So unfortunately, the kitchen, the house, the living room, where we bake the challah. Think of it. We're taking this mitzvah from the high priest in Bet HaMikdash, bringing it into our house. That's the Bet HaMikdash we have today. The inner sphere, the private part of our life. It is so hard today. And I think what you do here, it's revolutionary. Really, it's a radical thing you do here, baking challah. Saying we're concentrated, we're focused in our house. I'm thinking about my husband, my kids, grandchildren, if you have, the closest circle, the people that are really surrounding us. Why is it so revolutionary? I think today we live in a new crazy era. Everything becomes public. How many selfies I took since I came here? More than 10, and I'm here less than an hour. And everything should go viral, and you should post and, expose everything. I think when I was a teenager in Israel, I'm a native Israeli, 7th generation in Israel. My kids are 8th generation in Israel. So when I was young, we had this smart question, philosophical question, when we wanted to sound smart. We used to say, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody heard the sound, did it really fall? I mean, was there really a sound there? Today, I think we should ask a new question. If two girls went to the mall together, but they didn't post a photo, did they really go? What do you say? I'm not sure. I'm not sure they went to the mall unless they have the proof, Everything you do is out there. And when we make challah and do a frashat challah, we say that everything is in here. I want to show you a beautiful pasuk. Maybe we can also see it on the screen. I don't know if it works. But I want to quote beautiful, beautiful pasuk. The prophet Yechezkel says, "Vereshit arisotechem titnu lakohen." The first parts of your baking, the first of your dough, you should give to the priest. Why? Lehaniach bracha el beitecha, to cause a blessing to rest upon your house. The beginning of this mitzvah, when we had a temple, an active Bet Mikdash, you brought the challah to the Kohen, but it was for lehaniach bracha el beitecha. Today we do it at our house. What a beautiful expression. Lehaniach bracha el beitecha. That's what we do. I just saw how unfair this world is when it comes to our house, our kids, the things we do as wives, as mothers. I was in Israel a month and a half ago covering the elections. I'm a journalist. Victoria said I work for Channel 12, and I came to Israel to vote and to cover the elections. And I was there in the studio with Lieberman, with Gantz, with Netanyahu. I was in the studio, in the Israeli TV studio, with Shem Sled, with Yonit Levy, and Amit Segal, all the commentators in the panel. I was there. I broke my own personal record. I want to tell you something. We, the journalists, just like in the sports field, we have our own records. So I broke my own personal record. For the first time I spoke, I was live, online, on Israeli TV for 15 hours. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. The last hour I told them someone should replace me. I can't host, I can't be the anchor anymore. Why? I saw it. I started seeing Bibi twice, see Netanyahu. It became too confusing. I told them, bring someone to replace me. Now my husband laughs at me. He says, since you were there, all the husbands think their wife can talk forever. He says, I have the proof, okay? My wife can talk for 15 hours without stopping. So don't worry, it won't be as long as here, it will be shorter. So I was there in the studio, and something is unfair when it comes to our career. All the people I met were texting me or saying to me, Kol hakavod, Yishar koach, way to go, good, how do you do it? 15 hours, live, broadcasting, asking questions, explaining people what are the results, explaining. Anyone know what are the results? I mean, what's the result and who won the elections? Nobody. They all lost together. That's what happened there. And I was talking, trying to say smart things about the result, the situation. So people were texting me, Kol kol hakavod, todachit, it's a Hebrew slang word. Todachit, kol hakavod, way to go. Now I know, it wasn't so hard. I was just there, sitting there, very selfish. When I finished, my husband was here. We lived in North Woodmere this year, 5 towns. He was here with our 5 kids. I was all alone for the first time since I got married. Just me in the trolley. I went to sleep when I wanted. I flew back and everything I did was so selfish. I just took the taxi in Israel. I went to go to the Kotel. I enter the taxi and I look back and there's nobody to fasten a seatbelt. No one. I'm like, what's going on here? Just me. Walking into a restaurant, ordering things just to myself. No kid there. I felt for the first time really selfish, all alone. I don't have to take care of anyone. It's just me and what I want. And they're all texting me, kol hakavod, todachit, way to go. At the same time, in a parallel world, 5 towns, North Woodmere, my husband Yedidya, also a journalist, with 5 kids. What is he doing? Waking them up, all alone, preparing them for school, making them, find the clothes, making a ponytail, and trying to sign all the assignments. You have all these tests. Every day there's an exam, a test, signing, homework, preparing the snacks, the sandwiches, running with them to the yellow bus. Here you can be late. Running to the bus every morning, 5 kids. Nobody was texting him, Isha Koach. Nobody was telling him, way to go, kol hakavod, good for you, todach. No, what we do there, and usually it's me, the mother, doing all these. I was talking to him, so flattered, the whole world thinks I'm such a hero. What you do there makes you a bigger hero. Nobody sends you likes and hearts and smileys and emojis when you do something in there, right? When you prepare like a dinner, and you take all the kids, making them, take a shower. When you prepare, really bake something for Shabbat. When you sit with them, reading a story before you go to sleep, telling them a story. When you just, excuse me for mentioning it here now, but in the schools in America, you have this NEAT check. You know what it is?
Yeah.
What is it? That crazy? At the beginning of the year. Lice check, NEAT check, publicly. So I was sitting with my kids. I didn't want to do Chilul Hashem, the kids from Israel. We were sitting so seriously. Baruch Hashem, they was like, okay, don't worry. But we were sitting. When you check NEAT to your kids, anyone saying, oh, great, do you see 2 blue checks like you see on WhatsApp? Nobody tells you. Hashem never tells you, kol hakavod, good for you. But what you do there, that's I would say, the essence of Parashat Challah, which is also mentioned in these parashot. Abraham and Sarah. One of the only details Rashi tells us about Sarah Imenu is the dough, how she did the Parashat Challah. She had bracha ba'isa. There was a blessing in what she was baking. It's private. It's in the tent. It's in the house. It's not like selfie likes. It's something very private. The holiest part of our life. That's the first mitzvah we're doing here together. And these things are the most essential things we give for our kids, to ourselves. First of all, to ourselves. The inner part. But the second mitzvah, and this Shabbat is going to be a very special Shabbat, the International Shabbat Project. We're doing something in Lawrence. I'm invited to be a part of something they do there, inviting families who do not observe Shabbat for the first time to see this experience. And I did not grow up observant at all. Basically, I grew up in a very, very secular family in the city of Herzliya. And I remember I was invited for the first time to see what Shabbat is. And I want to tell you a secret, because usually, Chosrim B'Tshuva, those who became religious, usually they say, oh, I saw the light. I experienced Shabbat. It was so nice. It was so holy. Immediately, I changed my life. That's not the story when it comes to me. I was invited for the first time to spend Shabbat in the city of Beersheba, a big city in the south of Israel. Be aware to people like me who really want to come. I just think, where was I today if this family from Beersheba wouldn't invite me to come and see what Shabbat is? There are a lot of people like me out there, unaffiliated completely. Just invite them, tell them to come for Shabbat. You can change their lives forever, just like my life would change. So basically, I was invited for the first time, and it wasn't such a pleasant, I came, I saw nervous people 15 minutes before Shabbat. I thought it's a holy custom, a holy minhag, to shout 15 minutes before Shabbat, you must shout. Okay, I came, I saw people knocking on the door of the bathroom. Go out, I need hot water. What's wrong with you? Where's the oven? What's going on here? I said to myself, maybe they tell them just the last minute when Shabbat starts, so they don't know. They're like, oh, it's now. But then it was 4:30. I came again. 2 months later, it was 7:30. Once again, oh, no, you're not ready. You're not. The wife is shining. I'm like, what's going on? Is it a holy custom to shout at each other before Shabbat starts? If Shabbat would start at midnight, we will also not be ready and prepared beforehand. So basically, we were lighting candles, walking to shul, Kabbalat Shabbat, meals, everything was new. Havdalah, Challah, the songs, the conversations, the meals, the Divrei Torah. I knew nothing about all. I'm ashamed to say it, because I grew up in Israel, our Jewish, beloved country, but what can I tell you? I knew nothing. I had no idea what to do, and it was completely new. But when I came back home to Herzliya, where I lived, I didn't start to observe Shabbat, not at all. I thought, okay, it's a nice experience. One day, when I grew up, I'll be a part of it. For now, it's not for me. It's nice, but it's not. They invited me once again. They didn't give up. And once again, something happened at the 7th time I was there. What happened? It wasn't the magic and the atmosphere and the songs and the beautiful things. I saw something deeper. I'm a journalist, so I'm an investigative journalist. So I saw the mechanism of Shabbat, how Shabbat is created. You may not be aware, I guess most of you, Baruch Hashem, are Shomer Shabbat. You may not be aware of this magic, how Shabbat is created. The serious foundations, the serious sources, you don't see how important it is. I was sitting there, watching them doing crazy stuff, crazy things. For example, one of the girls was playing, she was 3 years old, she was playing with a microphone for kids, on the carpet. So her big brother, he's 8, he comes, starts shouting at her. What do you do? It's an avarah, you're not allowed. And then the mother comes telling him, oh no, Danny, it's okay, she's 3, she can do it. You're 8, no, you're a big boy. I'm like, okay, this female needs some treatment, maybe. The 3, she's 3 years old, she can touch it. He's 8, he shouts at her. The mother tells him, no, she can touch it together. What's going on here? Then this little girl, 3 years old, took the microphone, the toy, the electronic thing, and put it on the table, in the middle of the seudah, in the middle of the meal. She just put it, and then the father came, and he started dancing like this. I'm like, what's going on? I had no idea what is muktzeh, shinui, how do you touch something that is electronic? He was like this. I'm like, what's his problem? I can take it. What's wrong with these people? And once again, one of the girls wanted to eat the cheesecake. We were sitting in the kitchen. She said, Mommy, can I eat the cheesecake? I'm like, what's her problem? It's kosher, it's her kitchen. No, she said, wait a minute. Her mother said, let's check. And they all started counting. I'm like, what's wrong with them? Then they said, no, wait a minute. We finished with the meat 1:30. We benched at 2, so we should count again. They counted again. I'm like, should you count before you eat cheesecake? What's wrong with these people? Then 2 girls started talking about a sale in the mall in Beersheba. They're selling shirts. They want to buy on Motzei Shabbat 2 shirts. They will take the bus, 2 shirts for 30, 3 shirts for 50. They want to buy the shirts, 50 shekels. And one of the brothers comes and says, shh, Shabbat. I'm like, what? They're just talking. They're not really buying the shirts. They just discuss the prices and the bus they'll take them. No. Turns out you can't even talk about, buying shirts on Shabbat. What's wrong with these people? Okay, you don't touch this, you don't eat this, you count, you don't talk about things. Yes, these people weren't crazy. These people were committed. These people weren't insane. These people were devoted. They cared about a certain value. And if you really care about a certain value, you take care of all the small details. It creates the huge thing called Shabbat. It took me a few months, as I said, to understand how serious it is. It's not a game. If you sign a contract, $1 million contract, you take care of every small letter, every paragraph, right? Because it means a lot. So Shabbat worth more than $1 million. It's a contract that we signed with Hashem. It has something to do with the past, the future, and the present. We represent the present, and we must take care of every detail there. I want to show you a beautiful picture, and we will explain why I started observing Shabbat. Let's try and see the next slide, Karen. What you see here, an artist called Meir from Israel, he created this picture when he became Shomer Shabbat. Now you tell me, you wanted Hebrew. What's written here? Ken. But this Ken is created out of law. Small law. Law. How many law? Who wants to count? How many laws do we have here? Take your time. Exactly. 39. Lamed Tet. Why 39 laws? Of course, they represent Lamed Tet Melachot, the things we're not supposed to do on Shabbat. You can be stuck your whole life between these laws. See only the law, only the no. The limits, the borders, the things that are not allowed. No mic, no that, no money, no phone. But if you zoom out from a bird's eye view, think of it, you see a huge can, a sweet, meaningful can. That's how Shabbat is created. These laws create freedom. Only if you have borders and definitions and boundaries and limits, then you can have a huge can. Then you can really be free. That, I think, is the secret of Shabbat. And once again, it happens in the inner private sphere of our life, in the house with the family. I want to summarize and just tell you, let's move to the last slide. Then if you want to follow, I'm in the States this year, and I have a lot of lectures in Ivrit and in English. If you want to get all the content, all the information, you have an Israeli number and American number. You're more than welcome to subscribe and join. Of course, it's for free. And I want to summarize, and maybe let you continue, and of course, make the bracha in a minute. When you look at the bracha we read, Naomi will do the bracha. I'll just say, there are a lot of blessings you say, a lot of tefillot you say before. So each woman can, of course, think about her, I would say, wishes, the people around her, for refuah, for zivug, for everything. But there's a beautiful thing, we'll say it in Ivrit, there's a beautiful text you say before you do the bracha, and I think it really talks about all what we mentioned here. The privacy, the house, the family, from Beit HaMikdash to my own personal kitchen. ותחשב החלה שאני מרימה כמו הקורבן שהוקרב על גבי המזבח. This challah is like the korban in בית המקדש. וכמו בזמן שבית המקדש היה קיים, כך תהיה החלה לכפרת עוונותיי, ואהיה כאילו נולדתי מחדש, as if I was reborn today because of this challah. It will be repentance, סליחה, and כפרה, like in the מקדש. ואוכל לקיים מצוות שבת ביום טוב, Shabbos and holidays, with my husband and my kids, להיות ניזונים מקדושת הימים האלה. The holiness of these days will give us strength toward all the days of the week, the 6 days of the week. And may our kids, ויהיו ילדינו, ניזונים תמיד מידיו של הקדוש ברוך הוא, ברוב רחמיו וחסדיו וברוב אהבה. וכשם שהנני מקיימת מצוות חלה בכל ליבי, just like I'm doing this mitzvah now with all my heart, כך התעוררו רחמיו של הקדוש ברוך הוא. Hashem should have mercy on us, on the people of Israel now. In the north, in the south, in the center, more than 300 missiles, rockets, this week fired from Gaza. כך התעוררו רחמיו של הקדוש ברוך הוא, לשמור אותנו כל הימים. אמן ואמן. תודה רבה ושבת שלום. Thank you very much. And Shabbos, see you here or in Yerushalayim. תודה רבה.
Hi guys, and we're back to the challah baking. Ready for this? We're going to do this together. So, as we said before, after we make our 5 pounds of challah, which is probably a triple recipe to what you have there. Remember, it's more than 40 pounds, or a full 5-pound bag of flour. Today I have a recipe for a full recipe. Not to just promote my book, but I'm saying if you want a full recipe, I have in my book a whole chapter on dough. So there's a full challah recipe there for all the 5 pounds. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take off challah. Why do we take off challah? Does anybody know? Zecher lekorban, exactly. And also to give, like we would, besides remembering that, also part to give when we would give 10% to the Kohen. So it's also symbolic of that. Everything's about symbolisms in Judaism, right? Okay, so I'm going to take off. There's a nice big bubble here. I like that. That means it's written really well. So you want to take off about the size of 2 olives. Okay? Kazayit, like an olive. So we take out a little bit more. You don't want to actually take off too much because then it's considered bal tashchit, wasteful. So you take off just the right amount. Can I tell you my minhag? It's really cool. I learned this from a Hasidic Rebbetzin. She told me, every week take your dough balls, rather than burning them, put them all into a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer. So every week I put my dough into the freezer, into a Ziploc bag, and every week it grows. Right? It starts off with, and then every Erev Pesach, I go to do my biur chametz, and I throw in all the dough balls there. So a lot of people do that, and you'll see a lot of men at the fire station before Erev Pesach throwing in all their wives' dough balls for the whole year. I once counted how many dough balls I made, and I made something like 35 challahs during the year. So 35 weeks, I made challah. It's not bad after 52 weeks a year, and you go away a lot. But one of the dough balls was pink and green and orange because of Parshat Noah, and that little dough ball was all coloured. So it's like, he asked me why, my neighbour once, I went away for Pesach, and I asked him to burn it for a minute. He came back to me after Pesach and goes, why was it multicoloured? So I told him, he had a good laugh. Okay, you ready? You're going to take off, and I'm going to take it off, and you're going to do the Yiratzon, and we're going to say the names for Refuah Shalema. Okay. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahafrish challah min ha'isa.
הרי זו חלה. יהי רצון מלפניך שהמצווה של הפרשת חלה תחשב כאילו קיימתיה בכל פרטיה ודקדוקיה, ותחשב הרמת החלה שאני מרימה, כמו הקורבן שהוקרב על המזבח, שנתקבל ברצון. וכמו שלפנים הייתה החלה נתונה לכהן, והייתה זו לכפרת עוונות, כך תהיה לכפרה לעוונותיי, ואני אהיה כאילו נולדתי מחדש, נקייה מחטא ועוון, ואוכל לקיים מצוות שבת קודש, והימים הטובים, עם בעלי וילדינו, להיות ניזונים מקדושת הימים האלה, ומהשפעתה של מצוות חלה. יהיו ילדינו ניזונים תמיד, מידיו של הקדוש ברוך הוא, ברוב רחמיו וחסדיו, ושתתקבל מצוות חלה, כאילו נתתי מעשר, וכשם שהנני מקיים את מצוות חלה, בכל לב, כך התעוררו רחמיו של הקדוש ברוך הוא, לשומרני מצער וממכאובים, כל הימים. אמן.
Ladies, this is a very special time to pray, so think of the names that you want to pray for, sick people, Shiva, baby, whoever needs to have a baby. This is the time where you have a special connection with Hashem. Close your eyes and let's pray. Let's take a minute to pray for all the sick people, for Eretz Yisrael, for people to find their shidduch. This is for Refuah Shalema, Ahuva Deborah, Bat Hana Rivka, and Chaim Sasson ben Margalit. And Elul Nishmat Sonia Tzipora Bat Leo. Let's take a minute and really pour your heart out to Hashem, because this is the time where the gates of prayers are open for the woman.
There are 3 mitzvahs important to women. Mikvah, Hadlakat Nerot, and Afrashat Challah.
Actually, we're gonna dance because happiness is what makes your praise dancer. And when you're happy and you're thankful to Hashem, this is when all the gates are open. So are you ready, ladies? Robbie has an announcement. After the little dancing intermission where we're doing it b'simcha, we're gonna break the halas. We're gonna have Naomi do a little demo, and of course the group exciting. So DJ, hit it. Oh, and the bowls and what? Oh, don't take the bowls home. They belong to the school. Wow, I love your energy, ladies. This is amazing. Wow. I think I'm not going to sleep all night from all this dancing. But can we have Naomi here to do the braiding?
Hi everyone. Hi. Okay, everyone is asking me about the book. It's $28, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there because people keep asking. Are we ready to braid our challah? Okay. My lovely assistant Victoria, please give it up for her.
Do you want me to put stuff on a table out here?
Okay, let's grab your feet. Take out your Gafford spray. Okay, a little bit of spray on your area in front of you.
Sometimes I get to make the story.
I use spray
Talk to you when you listen to whatever I am about to say.
We can all sing. We can all sing. We can all sing. Yachad, yachad. Come on, girls. We're yachad together. Facing Challah. Yachad, yachad. I'm gonna give everyone. Let's go. It's a special harmony. Let's go. Wave your arm. Okay, let's get on to some challah. Spray your table. I didn't flour my table because then you're changing the recipe, right? If your challah is not sticky and it's perfect like this dough is, you don't need to add any more flour into it. The flour to stop it from being sticky. I use Gafford spray. Okay. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide it in half. It would be great if you were a perfectionist. It would be great if you at home want to weigh it and measure each piece on a scale. But we don't have a scale here and it does take a lot of time. But I have friends who are perfectionists that will weigh each piece. So we've ripped it in two. Now each half we're going to rip into three. So we're going to get 6 dough balls. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to eyeball it that they look the same. Everybody just roll their strands. Can we, Robbie, who has been amazing tonight in getting everything ready, I'm going to ask him to zoom in on the colour strands. And I'm just, a lot of people use gloves for this part. I do not, but if you want to, go for it. I know a lot of people do use gloves. And let's make 6 strands of dough. Okay, is everyone doing that? If it is sticky, you can add in a little bit more flour. Tiny bit at a time, pre-knead it. And then roll it. Now remember everyone, please leave your bowls behind. We are walking around giving you some Wasserman's bags. Okay, so we want like, each strand of mine's about a foot.
It's about a foot.
It's about a foot. I'm Australian, so I use centimetres. But by now I live here nearly 30 years, I really know the difference. Okay? People have different ways of doing it. This is the way that I do it. So I have 5 strands, and then I call this one the stick. Okay, and I put that on top. I wish you could see a little bit. Can you guys see?
Robbie, can we get the camera more focused on the table, please? There he goes. Ladies, he's single. If you know a great girl, Robbie's an amazing guy.
It's on the table.
Okay. Higher. You can't move it more forward, right?
See my nice Oshikara bracelet? Okay, we're just trying to get it right. It's like this. You have 5 strands connected at the top, and then one is like this, and then one is like this.
What do you want me to do?
Okay.
Go down?
Yeah, I want it to be like this.
An aerial.
You want this higher?
Just that we want to get that right angle. Is everyone, you've got it beautiful. Great job. Has everyone got it like this? So it's like a finger and a hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Connected at the top. And then we have one piece at the top. I call that the stick. The best way, everyone, is to get this right is to practice, practice, practice. And it's a great thing because it's such a great mitzvah. Okay, that's great. You see on the screen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one on top. It's going to be a bit hard to see from there. I'm going to do my absolute best to make this easy for you. Okay, here we go. I number them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stick. Okay, they're going to rotate through. I take my number 1. I'm going to take my number 1 and I'm going to cross it over and bring it up to the top, and that's going to be my stick. Okay? Actually, start again. When I have the 5 strands, I have a 3 side and a 2 side. So it's 3 and 2. Okay, you got it? Repeat after me. 3 and And we're going to bring it to the two side, the original two side. So now it's 3 and 2, but we're switching sides. I know it seems a little bit complicated, but watch. I'm going to take it's always the outer upper one that becomes the stick. So now I've switched sides, and it's always the side of the 3. I know it's not so easy. It's really not easy, but if you watch it in practice, and if anybody wants to like come around, they can. So now I have the 3 side. I have the one on the outer upper, and I'm going to make that my stick. The old stick's got to go, and it's got to come to the middle. And then I've got to make it on the 3 side. I need to make a new 3 side. The outer upper goes up, makes a new stick, comes down to the middle, and now I go to the 3 side. I know it's not. Is anyone understanding me? Okay, now I've got, again, the outer upper one on the 3 side goes up to make a stick, and the old one's got to go down to the middle where the 2 is, and that becomes 3. Now the outer upper goes up. It's so much easier to do it. Look, I know, it's just practice and repeat. Alright, what I'll do is, look how beautiful it turns out. That took me, when I learned how to do it, I practiced, and all week I would go out, up, down, around, and through. I would just keep practicing. What I'll do is, I'm going to come to each table. There's 5 tables. I'm going to stand in the middle of each table on one side, and then you can all gather around and watch. How does that sound? If someone got 5 strands to me, I'm coming around. Then I put it in my pan. If you want, you can spray your pan. Goes in. Okay? Egg wash. Sprinkle it with whatever you want. There you go. Are we ready? I'm coming around. Okay, I'm coming around.
Yeah, they're right there.
Okay, I'm just... Want to see something really cool? Okay, this is one of the recipes that I get to, I like to demo a lot. I've traveled the world. I have traveled the world extensively, Baruch Hashem. I've had wonderful opportunities. So this year alone, I've been to 8 different countries. I was in Africa, I was in Japan, I was in Zimbabwe, I was in Zambia, I was in Korea, Israel. I'm about to go to Australia, Canada. Last year I was in India. I love to travel, and I love to see parts of the world, look at the food, get inspired, and then bring it home to my kosher kitchen. I had the opportunity to go to Vietnam. What? Vietnam? Okay, so you should just know that the proximity of Australia is near Asia. You understand the global map, right? Australia come from the land down under. Thank you. And above Australia is Asia. So I've had a lot of influences growing up eating Asian food. Now, not Chinese food, what Americans Americans get, but like modern Australian cuisine is got a lot of food from Vietnam as well. And then I got to go there and I learned to eat something called summer rice rolls, or Vietnamese summer roll. This, you see this? Listen. Oops, I broke it. I'll shake it too hard. Lucky I have more. Okay, as you can see, it's almost like hard plastic, and they're pretty hard. You can't do anything with these. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a really cool trick to make something healthy and delicious for your Shabbat meal. It's also gluten-free. Watch this. Yeah, gluten-free. We're going to take this paper, this rice paper, and I'm going to soak it. I'm going to...
Robbie to the rescue.
Down. Oh, stop! Fantastic! Do it here. Make sure it's here. Great. Oh, you need a new job. You can work here. Okay, now have a look. All of a sudden, once it's wet, it's very malleable. So I'm going to put it now down on my board. It's almost going to become see-through. Okay, you can't even see it, right? You can't see it. I can't see it. You cannot. It's like a magic trick. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to fill it now with vegetables. So we want to line it to hold the vegetables in with a nice piece of romaine lettuce goes into the center. And then you can use any veggies you like. And I've also added in like, if I've leftover chicken from Shabbat or leftover beef, I shred it up, I soften it in a fry pan, and then I can put it in here as well. It is so delicious. So I'm going to put in some carrots, some cucumber. I forgot to buy cucumber, but I'm like, I don't even like it, so I wasn't so stressed about that. I love avocado, so I'll never forget that. I went to Gourmet Glatt today in the 5 towns to buy it. And they, $28. Golda, if people want to buy the book, could you take the money? Okay, thank you. Okay, and really, thank you, Golda. We know each other because I did a J Inspire event with her. Okay, I take an avocado. I couldn't get any avocados last minute right, so I went over to the sushi counter and I'm like, can I please buy an avocado from you? He goes, no. Please, I've got a cooking demo tonight. And they know me, Gourmet Glatt, because I'm there like 5 times a week. And I run their Instagram stories. And I'm like, please. And they're like, okay, $1.65. I'm like, not bad, right? Sometimes they're $3. So I just told them it better be nice. So let's have a look. Okay. Hashem, let this be nice and from the crown. I hate black on the avocado, right? Thank you, Hashem, and thank you, Sushi from Gourmet Glatt. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take some slices of avocado and just makes it really nice and creamy. Pulling it back. I've got these really nice slices that are going to go inside. Okay, so I've got avocado. Now we're going to put in some fake crab. You can use smoked salmon or what do you call it here? Lox, right? Lox? Lox. Okay. Now you can shred up one of these beautiful fake crabs. Okay, can you see how pretty this is? Right, can you see? Well, it's invisible on the thing, right? You can't... Watch this. Can you see what I'm doing now? I'm lifting it up. It's almost now like saran wrap. And it's very, you can like stretch it now. And I'm rolling it up almost like a crepe, a blitz, an egg roll. Each side, you tuck in the sides, and you can hold it very forgiving. You see, right? It's popping right back in. Finish rolling it. And now you have this gorgeous rice roll. Now it started off like this, and now it's like this. And then you can cut it in half. Look how nice and healthy that is. Right? Delicious. I have some spice. You can have it with spicy mayo or in the we're going to have a recipe for like an almond butter or peanut butter sauce because they eat a lot of peanuts in Vietnam. So it has a peanut sauce. I happen not to like peanuts too much, so I use almond butter instead of peanut butter. But you can definitely use some eel sauce or spicy mayo, and here we have some delicious. So that was just a little bit of a demo. I can make another one. Can you do one more?
Yeah, and it's not staying up.
Okay, and then you want me to sign it? Okay. All right, one more, quick. Where do you buy it? I'm sure your local supermarket will have it. Or if they've got it out in the 5 towns, or I'm sure if you ask out, like you have errands here, right? I'm seasoned, again with the carrots and the purple cabbage. You want it to be vibrant with colour.
No, it's not for you.
And you can make this on Shabbat morning. I made it for Sudash Shishim in those long summer afternoons, and yet like you kind of have that Sudash Shishim. Again, I just wet my hands because I put avocado. And then now again I'm going to roll it, tuck at the sides. Ta-da, another one. I'm going to leave these up here and people come up and eat them. I'm going to let that just settle for a minute. It's still very wet. But thank you so much, Victoria, for having me.
Thank you, Naomi. Let's give a round of applause.
Thank you, James, guys. Thank you, Challah. Victoria, thank you, guys. I'm going to stand here and sign and sell books.
Thank you.
I'm also buying one. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night, and we'll see you next year.